All this thinking. What are you thinking about?
What am I thinking about now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thinking about going home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my real home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so nostalgic about my home that I just wish somebody, well, Alice, if Alice is here, I'm sure she could do it. Take me over and have me look at my house over. See what I'm going to do.
Do about what? Oh, your stuff?
Huh?
You said see what you're gonna do. Do about what? Your stuff?
Well, just check around the house, see what has to be done around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's things that I can't do anymore.
Well, of course. You're 96. You know you're 96, right?
Yeah.
And every morning you ask me what you're going to do.
What?
You're 96, but yet you always act like you should be busy. Is that how you feel?
I feel like doing things.
You do? What would you like to do?
I like to do things. And I'm anxious to make some bread.
What kind of bread?
Homemade bread. Yeast bread.
And what else?
I feel like making some bollitos, but I think those are,
What is that?
those are my mom's favorite cookies.
Really?
And I
Oh.
often think of making.
Didn't Grandpa make them? Grandpa used to make the most perfect round cookies. They were just perfect. What are they called again?
What?
What are those cookies called?
They what?
What were those cookies called? You were just talking about cookies.
Yeah, she used to make bollitos.
Bollitos. What flavor is that?
Yeah.
What flavor is that, Grandma?
And let her hear. She'll know how to make cookies.
What's in them? Are those the anise cookies?
Huh?
Are those the anise cookies? Yeah, Grandpa used to make those.
They're very good.
Didn't you say that your dad used to like to peel chili?
My what?
Your father?
What?
He used to like to peel chili? Yeah?
Boy, and he really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm trying to get Grandma to talk. Okay, go watch TV. Go watch TV. Thank you. Go, go. What do you want? Oh, okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, tell me about your dad. Tell me about your dad.
Huh?
Your dad, your father.
Yeah.
What was he like?
My father was very much in love with my mother.
Oh, they used to hold hands and stuff?
They were in love.
Aw.
And he was very good to us and good to Mom.
Mm.
Well, when we needed a spanking, we got it. He didn't mess around. That's it.
With what, a belt
It's
or a
tough.
twig or what? What would he spank you with? His hand? A belt?
Boy, he'd get us. He had a strap.
Ooh.
It was a shaving strap.
Really?
And boy, we feared that thing when he got angry.
Now, who disciplined the most? Your mom or your dad?
Huh?
Who disciplined the most? Your mom or your dad?
Who disciplined? Well, I think there are times that my mom was kind of frustrated, and then she went and told Dad so-and-so needs
Needs a spanking? Oh.
So the one that got it that time, boy. But Dad wasn't mean. He just had that belt. And hit to the
He wasn't
wrong.
mean. He just whipped us with a leather belt. Tell me about Grandpa's brothers. Ray. Wasn't Ray the...
And Fidel.
Yeah, and Grandpa's dad. What was Grandpa's dad's girlfriend's name again? You guys...
Fidel.
No, yeah, his girlfriend, his mistress. Didn't you guys have a nickname for his girlfriend?
They both had the same name.
Okay, but Grandpa's dad, his name was Fidel? Do you know who I mean? Grandpa's father.
Grandpa's father.
Mm-hmm.
The sheriff.
Yeah, remember he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
What was her name? It was something like donkey or horse.
Fidel.
She had a funny name.
Fidel.
Mm-hmm. His girlfriend.
Who's the girlfriend?
His mistress.
Who?
Grandma, you're forgetting the story. I wanted to get it again from you. Grandpa's father. Remember he had a girlfriend, a mistress.
Now let me think of which grandfather that was.
Grandpa, your husband, Edward Aguirre, his father, the sheriff.
He did have a girl.
I know. What was her name? There was a funny nickname for her, like horse or donkey or something.
God,
Or pig.
what is her name?
I remember it was funny.
Now see, I won't sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma.
So
Well, and you said Ray. Didn't you say Ray was a ladies' man?
Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he sure was.
And wasn't he the one who came to your door with Grandpa?
Huh?
Wasn't he the one who first came to your door with Grandpa? What were they selling again?
Yeah.
What were they selling? Do you remember?
What was what?
Remember Grandpa and Raymond came to your door when you first met? Do you remember? And he was selling something.
I don't understand that one.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay, Grandma. What do you want people, how do you want people to remember you?
What?
How do you want everyone to remember you? How do you want to be remembered?
Well, I'm a good Christian. I love going to church. I loved being raised up in the Catholic Church. What else?
Your children.
I loved cooking for my family.
You were a great cook, I remember.
I would make the best bollitos and...
Oh, your leg of lamb. Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Your leg of lamb.
Why did you bring that up?
I was so, because it's the only lamb I would eat.
I'm anxious to eat one.
Well, maybe you'll have to teach me. I can make one for you.
Oh, I'm going to see if we can.
Oh, and your blue cornmeal. You used to cook with blue cornmeal.
I can't hear from you.
Remember you used to cook with blue cornmeal?
Yeah.
Pancakes. They were so good.
All that stuff.
You were a good cook, I
I'm
remember.
going to try and see if I can do it again.
Pork chili.
Oh.
I make it for you. I'll make you
Oh,
some.
that sounds so good.
Yeah, I make it for you all the time. I made, my batch was so good last time that Ricky's brother and sister-in-law came over and they took home most of it. They loved it. And she said, I'll bring you pork anytime if you make it. And I told her I make it for you all the time. Yeah.
Well, when they ask for it, you know that they really, really want it.
Yeah. Carl and his brother once ate a whole pot. They sat there and ate the whole pot.
And I make another thing that I used to like to make was blue cornmeal mush.
Ooh, what's that?
I guess you can't remember it.
No.
Oh, I've got to make some of that stuff.
Yeah, you do. Or tell me how, and I'll make it for you. Do you remember, though?
Yeah, once you learn it, you'll never forget it.
What else do you want people to remember?
What?
What else do you want people to remember?
About me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's very much.
Well, what about your kids?
Huh?
What about your children?
Oh, my kids. That I have to write it down.
Why? Because there's so much?
I'd have to write everything down about that. Because they each have a story. I'll think of something. And I'll think of the bollitos that my mother used to make.
Oh, that sounds good.
And that's a real goody cookies. And what else did my mom make?
What's your favorite meal, Grandma?
My favorite meal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the old Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even thinking of eating some right now. Red chili
Ooh.
with beans,
Ooh. And homemade tortillas?
tortillas. Yeah, that's what I like. Especially the chili.
Especially, oh yeah, green chili.
We have to make some of these days.
I have some green chili right now.
Frozen?
No, I have it all chopped up with garlic.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. If you want, I can heat you up a tortilla with some.
Are they ready to eat?
Yeah, they're from Pueblo. You've been eating them.
Maybe I'll make a batch of my tortillas.
Okay, that's a deal. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
What's your favorite memory? Memory. What's your best memory?
Oh, gosh, there's too many. Oh, my parents are a wonderful memory. Very, very good.
Aww.
Come on. You can just, you're going to listen about
So what about your parents?
And
Focus. What about your parents?
my parents.
Yeah, you said you had a good memory about your parents.
Oh,
Just how much they loved each other?
they were loving. Well, they fell in love and stayed in love. So, what can I say? They treated each other beautifully.
Oh, that's cute. You don't see that anymore.
And they never cussed at each other or anything. When my mom would get mad at Dad, she'd say, "Que hombre." That's all she'd say, "Que hombre." And
And then would he kind of...
he knew that she was a little miffed, but it never lasts. And
What about your sisters?
Huh?
What about your sisters?
Well, Aunt Lena was older than me.
Becky?
Well, Femia was older than me. And of course, she died young.
How young?
And
How young was she? How young was she?
how young is she? When she died, She was very young, in their early 20s.
Oh, wow. How'd she die?
TB.
Oh, tuberculosis? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that was sad. But she was, you could tell that there's something, she didn't look too healthy.
Really? Was she pretty?
Oh, was she? And she was
I've never seen a picture of her.
a skin white.
Oh, really? Real white skinned?
Well, I would have to look for those pictures. Where am I going to find them, though? Everything's mixed up.
Yeah.
I don't know who has what.
What about your brothers? Were they wild?
Were they wild? Willie.
Oh, yeah, Willie.
Willie.
Every story seemed to have Willie in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
Willie always got into trouble and in love and out of love and all. It was fun, though. Willie was fun.